Welcome everybody. In this instructional video, I'm going to show you how to put together a bottom board. Now, purchasing unassembled equipment like unassembled bottom boards and top covers, again, a nice way to really save some money. It does take a little bit of time to assemble, but I'm going to show you how to assemble this nice and easy with pneumatic equipment. Let's see how we go about putting this together. All right, so let's take inventory of what tools you're going to need to accomplish this task. You're going to need Type Bond 3 or some sort of a waterproof wood glue, a hammer, and pneumatic nailing gun like a framing nailer, and then a pneumatic stapler. This is an 1.5 inch pneumatic stapler and a 3-inch pneumatic framing nailer. The other thing you're going to need is your unassembled equipment. Now, this is from Dadant. This is a commercial grade unassembled bottom board. Now, the one thing that's really important to understand when it comes to buying unassembled bottom boards is there are two flavors of unassembled bottom boards. One that comes with solid wood as the bottom of the bottom board and one that comes with plywood. Do not purchase the plywood option. They will not last in the harsh weather that we have in the UP. I have many that are just completely falling apart, so don't waste your money. But this is the unassembled commercial grade 10 frame bottom board available through Dadant. So let's see how this goes together. All right, so let's get started. Now, this is a piece of equipment I don't recommend using a hammer and nail for. You can, but the problem is that none of this is pre-drilled. If you're buying unassembled hive bodies, most of the time those are pre-drilled. So it's nice and easy to put in a hammer, using a hammer and nail. It's nice and easy to put in those nails. But without pre-drilled holes, it makes it much more difficult and much more likely to split wood if you're using a hammer and nail. With a pneumatic nail gun and stapler, that's a little less of a risk. So I don't advise putting this together with hammer and nail. But let's see how it goes together with a pneumatic stapler and pneumatic nailer. So the first thing I'm going to do, these are our sidebars here. We've got two of them. We're going to start there. And I'm going to start by putting glue right down in that valley. We want lots of nice glue in there to keep everything together. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my back piece. I'm going to line it up with the back edge and put that in. The next piece I'm going to do is my middle piece, and you can see these two grooves right here. I'm going to glue up these grooves. That way everything's nice and glued together. So let's glue that side. Go ahead and we'll glue that side. Now we put this piece in next. Just lining it up. Get it in there kind of firm next to its buddy. And then we go on to the next piece and put that in. Now that's the bottom right there. Next piece. Or that's the side. The next piece is the other side. So let's go ahead and we'll get our glue in there. Glued up nicely. Big thing you want to make sure is that there's two sides, a shallow side and a deep side. You want to make sure that those match up. So the deep side is facing you all. I'm going to line that all up. All right. That's all nice and snug in there. The next thing I like to do is I like to flip it over and just give it a little tap just to make sure that everything's nice and flush. All right, so now that's all together. Let's go ahead and staple or nail that up. We're going to just use our framing nailer here and just go down and put a nail in each board here. Flip that over and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now those are all nice in place. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to let me turn this around so you can see this side. We're going to put these back pieces in. Now you have a deeper piece and a shallower piece, which coincide with the deeper sides and the deeper side and the shallow side of the bottom board. Basically the summer and winter version of this bottom board, if you like to flip those around. What I like to do is I like to have the top piece be the deep piece. And what I do is I take the bottom piece, I glue that up, and I'm going to put that right underneath here. It's going to fit perfectly in between that back. You just want to line it up nice and perfect so it's there. And then we're going to take our top piece and glue that. Now, the reason I do that bottom piece first is I'm going to actually staple these all at once. I'm going to put this one right at the back, so it's basically right over that small one. I'm going to switch over to my pneumatic stapler, and I'm going to staple through here, and because I'm stapling through here into the bottom, it's going to catch that little piece on the bottom. All right, we staple that top part. flip it over, and then I'm going to give a couple staples to the back as well, just so that we have a nice firm contact there. And there we go. That's our fully assembled bottom board at that point. Nice, easy way to save some money.